Coach, there are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Let's go!
First down, McClellan. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On 2nd down now, McClellan. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Now a give, right side. McClellan. That good for 22 and a first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Murray now on 1st down, being chased out left. Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and the Seahawks have picked it up. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. The 20. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it. Putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Bound to lose 1. Check. 59. Under 6. Wait. Motion. Bumps up the helmet. Here we go.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
some of the most unselfish players on any football team? Defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A 3-yard loss, fourth down now.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it, stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Man, defensively, that hurt. Him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Murray now on first down. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking.
And this is caught. A big play there for the Niners. 52 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
50
seconds. 19. Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Check.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Christian McCaffrey, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. From the 24, Murray flush to his right. And this will be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Get that ball. Mike check 33. 33. Got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Throwing now is Murray. Wide open receiver complete. 19 yards that time for number 19. They'll run on first down. McClellan. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Get it. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Showing it. Showing it. Shit. Shit.
Now a give, right side. McClellan. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, but it's going to be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 on the Seahawks 47-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now, Murray. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
First down, 49ers.
Murray now, nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. On first down, McClellan. Room here to run. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
First down.
Who's that?
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the 49ers have retaken taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Check. 59. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Tight dog. Tight dog. Tight dog. Check 13. Check 13.
Now a give right side McCaffrey. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a third and about 14.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got check the backer. Check the backer. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day.
Watson just beating the play clock. And an alley to run. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone.
The Seahawks take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
set. 19. 59.
Go, go, go.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat.
You're trapped. You're trapped.
And no timeout.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Go, go, go. Switch off.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
We own it. Onside. Mike set 33. 33. Watch the go. Run. Kill. Turn up.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's third down and 7 yards to go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Hatchet. Shit.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Alert.
Mike 55.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's complete to Slayton. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Mike 55. Check 55, Mike. It's our field. It's our field.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing on second and long. Watson. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
55. Silver. Whip. Watch the whip.
Hey, 31.
Out of the gun, Watson rolling to his right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here.
Christian Kirk on the return. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Niners take over in terrific field position. On play action, it's Murray. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Let's go.
And he's got room. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. As his guys are in for 6. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. With those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson, open man is Kirk, complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
That's it. 55. Stop your whining. 55's Mike.
From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Check. Hustle. I got him. Back to mine. I got him.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
First six.
Let's go, defense.
They are going for it. Here's Watson. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Landry, the intended target. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
33. I got you.
Check Mike 33.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 22-yard line.
Let's go right here.
From the 22, Murray. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
On second and 9, Murray flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up first and 10.
Check right. Watch it,
24. Hey, 24.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
Incomplete. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Push him back. Push him back. Alert flare. Alert flare. 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 Motion. Motion. Motion.
Hey, alert 3. Alert 3. Hey, I need one over here. I need one over here.
Hey, put it in.
Check. 55 to Mike. Shady weapon. 55 to Mike. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
Time to go.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Seahawks on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Let him know. Check your hot read.
Shut down. Motion, motion. Check, check, check. Shift.
Time to go.
Now a give, right side. Samuel. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Sliding out of the pocket. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 19-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. McClellan, and he'll get this down only to the 18.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't know. Always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Murray, eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
They'll run on first down. McClellan, and he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
At the 11-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. McClellan, and they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Ready, ready. 33. Ready.
To throw on 3rd down. Murray steps away to his left. Murray fighting, lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Now Murray. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Seahawks on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Watson fighting Knox there, complete. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Stay at home, stay at home. Stay at home, stay at home.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go, here we go. Get the plan.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
He's crashing. He's checking out.
Throwing again on second down. Murray being chased out left. He'll run it. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Murray with a 3rd and long. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Open man here is Gentry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30.
I got you, boy.
A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Oh, that's a big one right there. You talk about breaking off a huge chunk of real estate. But if you're the defensive coordinator, you cannot dwell on the fact you just gave up an explosive run. You have to look ahead, regroup your guys, and figure out a way to slow down this attack.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get sick and somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2.
Take it.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. On 1st down, McClellan. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Why were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for San Francisco, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well.